Okay, so the finished product leaves you with an outline. And now we have to do shading. I start with a regular lead pencil. I also have a shader that was made out of paper. It's like a cone, and then you want to fill it up with shredded paper. All your shading must go from the inside out. You want to try to make the darkest areas dark and leave the outside edge light in order to make the shading look correct. You don't have to do a lot with a pencil. All you have to do is just kind of put enough lead in the space. The shader will bring it out. You see, like usually I'm just sketching through quickly and adding enough pencil where I need to. The shader will do the work afterwards. Now, like in this one, I've only shaded once, and it really needs to be gone back and done again. Once you shade it the first time, you should go back in and add all your dark spots to bring those out. But I chose not to do that because of the length of the video. Like right where the nose is, comes into the eyes, that should be a dark area. Inside the eyes, all the way around the edge, all the way around the inside of the eye should be shaded and then brought out into the lines. That's the wind passing through the skull and out the eye. When you're doing the wind, like I said before, where the line is, shade up to the line and past it, and then you want to try to come out the other side so that it looks like you got a gray side and a dark side. See, I'm shading now. You can see how it moves it. You can move it just about however you want once you have the shader. Now the idea of this, when you actually tattooing it, is that you can see how your shading movement is with how you're doing the shading now, and it's basically doing the same motion, but you're doing it with the ink at the same time. So if you have to try to fan out to get one side look a certain way, it's all you'll move the shader faster, which is the same thing you'll do with the tattoo machine. Sometimes you'll notice when you're doing stuff, drawing out things, you want to add extra lines here and there. An extra line in just gray helps to fill in the area versus adding another outline for it first. Make sure when you're doing the wind that you're moving in the direction of the motion of the wind, or smoke, whatever it is. So you want to go from in to out. You're doing teeth, you want to shade one side of the teeth, leave the other side white to give it the actual depth that it needs. Like I said before, in the eyes and nose socket, you'll want to add more shading in order to make it darker. Also, like where the jawbone connects, where behind the cheekbone, and there's an indentation at the top of the skull, like right above where the ears would be, that should be darkened in as well. So I'm going in now and adding just a little bit darker, but it should actually be more than that. That's your finished product. This is what I was talking about. You want to add darker to these areas.